Family, it's where life unfolds. It's a tapestry woven with laughter and tears, celebrations and challenges. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, we all yearn for something precious: joy. True joy, the kind that sustains us through thick and thin. But how do we find it? Where does it reside? The answer, my friends, lies in the timeless wisdom of the Bible. God, in His infinite love, has provided us with a blueprint for a joy-filled life. It's not a fleeting emotion dependent on circumstances. It's a deep, abiding sense of peace and contentment that flows from a heart connected to Him. As families, we embark on a shared journey to discover and cultivate this joy. It's a journey worth taking, for it leads us to the very heart of God. So let's open our hearts and minds to the life-giving truths found in His Word. Let's discover together the path to lasting happiness for our families. Our journey begins with a profound truth found in Psalm 16, verse 11. You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. These words are a beacon of hope, reminding us that true joy resides in God's presence. The world offers fleeting pleasures, temporary highs that fade as quickly as they come. But God offers something far greater, a joy that transcends circumstances. It's a joy that sustains us in times of sorrow and amplifies our moments of celebration. Imagine for a moment standing in the presence of the Almighty. His love surrounds you, His peace washes over you, and His joy fills you to overflowing. This is the inheritance He offers to all who seek Him. Let us, as families, make seeking God's presence our top priority. Let us cultivate a deep and abiding relationship with Him through prayer, worship, and the study of His Word. For it is in His presence that we discover the wellspring of true and lasting joy. This joy is not just a fleeting emotion, but a deep-seated sense of well-being that comes from knowing we are loved and cared for by our Creator. It is a joy that can be experienced in the mundane moments of life as well as in the extraordinary. When we prioritize God's presence, we find that our relationships with each other are enriched and our lives are filled with purpose and meaning. So let us seek Him daily and let His joy overflow in our hearts and homes. For in His presence we find the true essence of joy that lasts forever. Proverbs 17 verse 22 tells us, "A merry heart does good, like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones." This verse highlights the power of a cheerful heart, not just for our well-being, but for the well-being of our families. Imagine your home filled with laughter, kind words, and a spirit of joy. This atmosphere doesn't happen by accident. It requires intentional effort. It begins with each family member choosing joy each day. Encourage one another. Celebrate victories big and small. Practice forgiveness freely. Let go of grudges. Focus on the good. Choose to see the positive in every situation. Remember, a cheerful heart is contagious. When we cultivate joy within ourselves, it spills over into our interactions with our loved ones. Let's strive to create homes where joy is the rule, not the exception. The book of Nehemiah reminds us of the importance of teaching our children about the joy found in the Lord. Nehemiah 8 verse 10 says, "The joy of the Lord is your strength." This verse holds a powerful message for families. When our children understand that their strength comes from God, they tap into an inexhaustible source of joy. They learn to face life's challenges with courage and resilience, knowing that God is their ever-present help. How do we impart this vital lesson? We lead by example. We make our homes havens of joy, where God's love is felt in abundance. We talk to our children about our faith, sharing how God has brought joy into our lives. We also create opportunities for our children to experience God's joy firsthand. Family worship times, serving others together, and spending time in nature are all wonderful ways to connect with God and experience His joy as a family. Section 5, Gratitude Unlocking the Door to Joy. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can transform our lives in profound ways. Gratitude is a key that unlocks the door to joy. It allows us to see the beauty in the everyday moments and appreciate the blessings we often take for granted. Psalm 118 verse 24 reminds us, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." This verse encourages us to find joy in each day, regardless of our circumstances. When we choose to focus on our blessings, no matter how small, our hearts are filled with gratitude. This shift in focus can change our entire outlook on life. Start each day by thanking God for His goodness. A simple prayer of thanks can set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Encourage your family to share what they're grateful for. This practice can strengthen family bonds and create a positive atmosphere in your home. Keep a gratitude journal together, writing down all the wonderful things God is doing in your lives. This can be a beautiful way to reflect on God's blessings and see His hand at work. As you practice gratitude, you'll find that your perspective begins to shift. You'll start to notice the good in every situation, even the challenging ones. You'll start to see the world through lenses of hope and joy, even amidst challenges. This new perspective can bring a sense of peace and contentment. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negativity and discontentment. It helps us focus on what we have rather than what we lack. Remember, joy is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to find peace and happiness despite them. It's the presence of God in the midst of them. His presence brings comfort and strength, allowing us to face any challenge with a grateful heart. And when we approach life with a grateful heart, we open ourselves to experience His joy more fully. This joy is a deep, abiding sense of well-being that transcends our circumstances. Section 6, Serving Together, Growing in Joy. Acts chapter 20, verse 35 reminds us of Jesus' words. It is more blessed to give than to receive. Serving others is not just an act of kindness, it's a pathway to joy. When we focus on meeting the needs of others, our own problems seem smaller, and our hearts are filled with a sense of purpose. Look for opportunities to serve together as a family. Volunteer at a local soup kitchen, visit the elderly, or simply lend a helping hand to a neighbor in need. These acts of service, no matter how small, can have a profound impact on both the giver and the receiver. When we serve others, we reflect God's love to the world. We become vessels of His grace and compassion. And in doing so, we experience the joy that comes from living a life that is pleasing to Him. Section 7, Prayer, the lifeline of family joy. Philippians chapter 4 verses 6 to 7 offer this powerful reminder. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God which surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. Prayer is the lifeline of family joy. It's through prayer that we connect with the source of all peace and comfort. When we bring our burdens to God, He promises to replace them with His peace. Make prayer a regular part of your family routine. Pray together before meals, before bed, and at other times throughout the day. Encourage your children to talk to God about their joys and concerns. Remember, prayer is not just about asking God for things. It's about cultivating a relationship with Him. It's about spending time in His presence, listening to His voice, and allowing His peace to wash over us. Section 8, Choosing Joy, Choosing Peace. Isaiah chapter 55 verse 12 paints a beautiful picture of the joy and peace that come from following God's ways. For you shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth into singing before you, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. This verse reminds us that joy and peace are not just feelings. They are choices we make each day. They are decisions that shape our lives and the lives of those around us. We choose joy when we focus on God's goodness instead of our circumstances. It's about seeing the blessings in our lives, no matter how small, and being grateful for them. We choose peace when we trust in His plan, even when we don't understand it. Trusting God means letting go of our worries and believing that He is in control. Let us make a conscious effort to choose joy and peace in our homes. It starts with small daily actions and decisions. Let us create an environment where love, laughter, and gratitude flourish. A home filled with these qualities becomes a sanctuary for everyone in it. Let us teach our children to do the same. By modeling joy and peace, we show them a path to a fulfilling life. Remember, the enemy of our souls wants us to live in fear, anxiety, and discontentment. He thrives on our doubts and insecurities. But God offers us a better way, a life filled with His joy and peace. His way is one of hope, love, and assurance. Let us choose His way and let us lead our families in the same direction. Together we can build a legacy of joy and peace that will last for generations. Section 9, Embracing a Joy-Filled Family Life. As we conclude our journey, let us remember that finding joy for our families is not a destination, but a journey. It's a lifelong pursuit of God and His presence. It's a commitment to cultivating cheerful hearts, teaching our children about God's joy, practicing gratitude, serving others, and making prayer a priority. It won't always be easy. There will be days when joy feels elusive. But even in those moments, we can cling to the truth that God is with us. He is our source of strength, our hope, and our ever-present help. So, dear friends, let us embrace the journey. Let us open our hearts to the joy that God has for us. And let us create families that radiate His love, peace, and joy to a world that desperately needs it.